We are back here on Carolina Women. It is a glorious day in the Lowcountry, and we are here in Oldfield with a new friend, Paula Bernstein. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
She is the Director of Sports and Wellness here at Oldfield, and we have had a ball talking about really your background and what you bring to the table as far as Oldfield and sports and wellness, and the list is this big.
If not bigger, yes.
If not bigger. Share with us a little bit about your background and then what you see as far as Oldfield sports and wellness.
So my background, I've spent the last 25 years in fitness, and
you can tell.
Thank you. I'm sure if you ask around how many people love working out, there's not a lot of hands that go up. And my goal, really, based on my background, is to help people understand what it does for you as a whole person, not just the aesthetics.
What's fun about that is when we always ask, tell us a little bit about what you want to talk about. It was the trickle-down effect, and I thought that was brilliant.
Yes.
Share what that looks like.
So when I talk about the trickle effect, I think about the saying, rising tides lifts all boats, right? So when something goes up, all the other things elevate too. When we think about changing our fitness, changing our wellness, changing our bodies, whether that means exercising, losing weight, feeling healthier, it starts to change how we interact in our lives with our loved ones, with our work, with the way we go out and meet people. For me, it's how you feel when you walk into a room.
Okay.
It changes the level of confidence and the sense of well-being. And when you have that, it's amazing how things look a little bit better.
What I hear you say is fitness isn't just the size of my dress.
Absolutely.
It affects my mind, it affects everything.
So how many times have you woken up in the morning and you think, I have so much going on, there's so much to do, and you're feeling this anxiety and you're feeling this stress, and all of a sudden, all these things feel very heavy and very clouded. And then you go out for a walk. You go out for a run. Whatever your fitness is, right? It doesn't actually matter what you do to be moving as long as you're moving.
Well, you even said yoga and meditation goes into that.
Absolutely. So then what happens is that you come back and those same issues are still there. The same list of things to do, same problems, things that are still weighing on you, but your perspective on them now is different. And it's typically more positive. You think clearer. Your ability to feel like you can attack your problems of the day or the tasks of the day is now not so insurmountable. It's something that you can do now.
What's interesting to me is you don't simply do adults, because I see here in the background you've got young people too. So this is really ubiquitous for every age, any stage, any fitness ability.
And that's personal to me because I grew up an obese child.
Okay.
My eating habits were terrible. And quite honestly, it wasn't until my 20s that someone asked me when I was due, which is that's the question that nobody ever wants to ask. And it changed my life. I lost 70 pounds after that. And I changed my whole lifestyle. And that meant eating. It meant even changing where I went to hang out, who I chose to hang out with. And what I found was after dropping all of that weight, it was like a different, I knew I was the same person on the inside, but now I was a more confident. So whatever things about me, I could now deliver out to the world with confidence.
Almost you changed your mindset, the way that your perspective, to use your words, your perspective on the world.
So mindset is everything, right? So when we talk about wearing that certain dress, how we look at ourselves in the mirror, right, can be distorted.
Exactly.
Or it can be accurate depending on how we feel in here. And I think so much of it is even mindset comes into play with exercise, right?
It's amazing.
So most people think, oh, I have to work out. And I always rephrase it. I'm like, you get to work out.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Because I don't know, I've been injured a few times, right? I've pulled my calf, I broke my foot, I had shoulder surgery. And when you can't work out,
you miss it.
You realize how grateful you are that everything can move.
5 minutes goes so quickly, but we would love to have you come back and really talk about just overall health, wellness, moving. You make it seem user-friendly and not so overwhelming. Paula,
it does not have to be intimidating.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
More to come here on Carolina Women.